Hello, everybody. Welcome to this welcome session of APAC's ELT Convention 2023, Move on Up, Raising Standards in ELT.
So in today's session, we're going to look at several aspects of how this year went, and we're going to start with a recap of 2022. You'll see we'll talk about the members of our organization, the training sessions we've organized, how you have engaged with us and we have engaged with you through social media. We'll also mention the ELT journal, and finally, last but not least, our webpage. And then we'll be moving on to the John McDowell Awards, and we'll be announcing the winners in each category. We'll also be talking about the upcoming projects we're organizing for the summer and for autumn. So we're looking way ahead. And finally, we'll give you some instructions and some important information on how to make the most of this year's convention. And finally, super exciting giveaways, 2 giveaways again, that we have organized this year for you. So this is what we've planned for today, and we hope you enjoy watching this session.
So we'll start with the recap of the year 2022. So far, at the end of 2022, this has changed a little bit now, but it doesn't matter. So for 2022 and 31st December, we had 519 members. And just a reminder that being a member of APAC only costs 42 euros a year. You get fantastic training opportunities at very discounted prices. You get teaching tips, and we get any new opportunity for development, any new materials, any ideas. We share them via our e-news, and we also share them through our social networks and the ELT journal. So it's a very small price, has been frozen for, I don't even remember how long, but more than 5 years. And it's absolutely worth it to join this great community. So if you want to join, just go to our webpage and you will find it very easily how to become a member. The second thing we're going to mention is the training events for last year. So in last year, we only organized 2 training events. One of them is actually still ongoing, which was the Ace the Opos course, which we'll talk about it in more detail in a bit, and the ELT convention at around the same dates, so February 2022. So we first tried to do the Ace the Opos course in February, but we didn't have enough people because there was a bit of confusion about the news for the oppositions. But in this autumn, we started the course and we have 10 students going very well. So compared to other years, the number of attendees is of course lower because there's a lot less training events going on, but we hope to reverse it in 2023 when we have more events planned. So regarding the annual ELT convention last year, this is for last year, don't get mixed up. So it was Teaching Matters, and as in previous years, we had 20 hours of certified training. It was fully online for the 2nd or 3rd year in a row, I forget. And basically we had 188 participants, not counting people who were invited or people from the organization. Okay, so these are people who registered and submitted to get certified. We had great help from our partners, some of whom are repeating this year. But last year we had National Geographic Learning, Anglia Examinations England, Escola de Idiomes Moderns de la Universitat de Barcelona, Sam Talk, and Comin Libreria Anglesa. You can see, as in previous editions, we have prepared a website where you can find more information about the partners. For plenary speakers, we had a fantastic opening session with Andrew Walkley. We had a couple of guest speakers from Creativity, Culture and Education, Nia Richards and Xian James. We had a plenary session with Amanda McLaughlin, whom we have invited again this year. We had Alex Warren and Chia Swan Chong from National Geographic Learning, and Chris Rowland, who was sponsored by Trinity College London. And finally, the closing session was with Lindsay Clanfield, who was invited by APAC. As you can see here, the degree of satisfaction with the sessions was very, very high. So this is of course, the anonymous answers. This is from all the answers from the people who were certifying for the sessions. And as you know, you have to answer this little questionnaire at the end so that we know your name, your ID, and if you give us a bit of feedback on the sessions. Most people do, which is great, and it's very useful, and it's very handy for us. So as you can see in blue are the people who fully agreed with the statements. I'll read them out because they're a bit small. And in red, they are the agree. Okay, so blue and red would be the positive answers, and yellow and green would be the negative answers, whereas the orange ones would be not available because they didn't reply or because it did not apply to the talk in particular. So as you can see, overwhelmingly, people found that the talk was useful for the teaching practice. The talk gave them ideas or resources that they could use in their teaching. The talks were well organized and engaging. Okay, that's all for the speakers. We get no credit here. And finally, they would like to participate in more sessions with the speakers. So in some cases, when we see people are very successful, we tend to invite them again. Now, the other training event we finally managed to organize, and we're very proud of this because it's the first time we organize it on our own. We used to organize them with Roses and Sat, but we decided that we wanted to maybe focus a bit more on the English aspect of it, which we were not doing so much with our previous partners. So we have Edward Lockhart, who was coordinating the sessions, and we have two great trainers, Anna Sian and Raquel Joaquin, who have both, of course, passed the Oposiciones exams very well. And they're both working in secondary and professional training. So they have a lot of experience, not very hands-on experience with both the exams and the practice after the exams. It started in November. It's being done fully online. And of course, as you can see, APAC members had a very, very cheeky price. So definitely worth joining APAC. We have 10 students who are very happy and working very hard. So hopefully after the year is finished, next year we'll be able to tell you how many of them actually passed the OPOS, and maybe more people will decide to join and take the chances with that.
So now we're going to talk about the social networks, how we use them, and how we engage with you and you engage with us again. First of all, we have Facebook. It's not really a social network that we use very much, but a lot of people seem to still enjoy it. And so we still have grown from 1,346 followers to 1,349 followers. So we're ecstatic about the followers. Thank you, whoever you are. And please do keep us following on Facebook. I mean. The second social media we're on, and we're a bit more active than on Facebook, is Twitter. And we've gone from 1,393 followers to 1,443 followers. So we've grown quite a lot on Twitter. We're actually quite active there. And in terms of the tweets, we've gone from 4,431 tweets to 5,083 tweets. So as you can see here on the bottom of the screen, this is our Twitter account, APAC _ELT. And so please do feel free to follow us on Twitter and to hashtag APAC ELT23 for all your tweets about the convention this year. Next, moving on, is Instagram. Instagram seems to be very popular nowadays. And so we've grown quite a lot in terms of posts and especially in terms of followers. So when it comes to the posts, we've gone from 311 to 342. So we try to post quite regularly. And in terms of followers, we've gone from 1,778 to 1,859, which is actually, quite a big growth, and we're happy about that. Again, we'd be really happy if you could follow us on Instagram. We have a lot of updates through our social media, so this is a great place to get your news, to participate in the giveaways, and just maybe to find out more about our association. So our Instagram account is APAC @APAC365 all year round at your service, basically. Last but not least, we're also on YouTube. And if you haven't done so, we encourage you to join our YouTube channel, which is actually quite active as well. You'll see a lot of the videos are there for you to watch again at your own pace from the training sessions we've done. You have the welcome session from last year, which seemed to be really popular. So we're actually delighted with that too. And so, in terms of the statistics, we had 10,998 clicks from 2022, which is actually quite a lot. 2,900 views. So a lot of you are actually following us on YouTube and watching quite a lot of our content. 294.4 hours, which is actually a lot of content, a lot of Netflix TV shows that you haven't been watching and you have been watching our YouTube videos instead. And 137 followers, which we hope to increase as well. So again, do follow us on YouTube as well, and you'll get all our updates through video. And last but not least, when it comes to the most popular videos in 2022, only in 2022, this is not the total view time, but the most popular videos were the APAC autumn session by Hugh Deller, which was actually really, really interesting. Last year's opening session by Andrew Walkley, which Angel's already mentioned, that was really interesting too. Our welcome session by APAC presidency, last year's welcome session, which we're delighted that you enjoyed. We actually had a great time doing it. And again, also an opening session from APAC ELT 21. And also a couple of other sessions from 2021, which were Russell Stannard's session, and then also David Bueno's opening talk, The Art of Educating, which if you have watched, you'll see, David Bueno's hilarious, and he was recording it in Catalan, but he plays a couple of jokes, so we do encourage you to watch it as well. And then Dr. Joan Kanshing's talk, sponsored by National Geographic, which was also really, really interesting. And last but not least, the John McDowell Awards. So 2 years ago, the winners of 2 years ago, that's one of the most popular videos as well. We'll be announcing this year's winners in a couple of minutes.
Okay, so moving on to a more traditional kind of communication. APAC's ELT journal is available. It looks very nice. We read it, the web, so it's all a lot clearer and it's a lot easier to find. So you can find all the icons at the end of the year. They're all become public and available. And you just need to click on each icon, it will open. We have also changed a few things about the kind of contents we include. So if you would like to publish with us, check out the instructions online. They're available there. We've tried to make them a lot clearer, and hopefully that's going to help you get your information across. We have different kinds of papers. We have infographics, we have toolkits, we have interviews, and we have some of the contents that you kindly share with us. There's a search, there's a list of articles and authors that you can search. So you can find the bibliographical entries for each one. And that should help you if you want to do opositions or concurs de mèrits or something like that you need to have published. You can use your publications here. Always, you can always get in contact with us if you needed some kind of certificate to kind of show that you've done this. We'll be very happy to help you, as some of you already know. And please share, because we really, really enjoy publishing your content, and we think it's great to get the word out about all the good work that you do. So as I was telling you, we have redone the instructions, and we're about to redo the format, modernize the format a bit further. So just for we changed the logo of the journal, as you can see here, and we've created some new articles. Okay, so we have experiences, as we used to have, which you describe maybe a training course you attended, or I don't know, maybe even working as an au pair in a different country when you were a student, or any other, like an Erasmus exchange, any experience that you think can be enriching for other teachers. We have teaching materials. That was also something we had already there. and an article also on methodology, okay, which is the more traditional, no, with their theoretical framework and a more academic approach, if you want. We have also added a couple of things which are a bit of a twist on something we already had a few years ago. So we have reviews written by teachers. We used to have it, I think, about 10 years ago. It can be reviews of books, films, materials, blogs, podcasts, anything that you think is worth listening to or finding out about for other teachers. We are very happy if you share these. And we have also included this new one, which is reviews by students, in which you can send us texts or videos or I don't know how to say that, artifacts produced by your students in which they discuss or recommend something written in English. So it could be a book, it could be a film, it could be manga, it could be a fanzine, anything. So as long as it's written in English and it's connected in some way to no, they're developing their English language skills, we will be very happy to share. We think this can give your students a bigger audience, and it can promote the desire to work well and to do things well, to share this with a wider audience. So please do get in touch. And we all have fantastic students who deserve to be read and to be listened to by a lot more people, not just their teachers. Now, so that's all for the journal. Let's move on to the webpage. So as I was telling you before, this year we have done less training events. And because the training events were so closely connected with the visits to the website, you will see that basically we have lost the views we had gained during the pandemic, unfortunately, which is good news because it means you are doing more things face to face and you're more engaged with human interaction. But website wise, it's a bit of a pity because that means we have had less visits. So as in previous years, you can see we have the peaks is during the convention, and if you look around, it's in autumn as well when we started the ASD Opus. Okay, but because ASD Opus is not managed through the website, actually, it hasn't had a big impact. Whereas the convention, because it's managed through the website, of course, the visits increase a lot. Mainly, we have direct access, which means that people click on the links from our e-news or from messages, or I don't know, maybe you know by heart all the links, all the URLs to the website. So that's the biggest chunk of all the visits that we get. We also get Google searches, even though there is an economic association in the Pacific that is very annoyingly has the same name as we do, but still we get quite a lot of Google visits. Then we have people coming through the social networks, so Facebook and Instagram, which kind of shows the age of our audience. No, I'm joking. They're kind of the same. And then these others, which includes anything else, links from other websites, links from maybe from the department or anything else. So in terms of page views, okay, before we had visits. So visits, page views is the number is higher, of course, because it's every single page that you will click on. It shows the same pattern as the visits, actually. So we have a lot of people connecting and looking around during the training events, and not so much during the rest of the year. Although I think it's very important that we mention, because there is such a big peak, that we find there's quite a high number of regular visits, which is something we didn't have before. And we're happy to see that people will get in and have a look at things and maybe buy one of the monographs that we still have, or have a look at events from previous training sessions. Okay, so that's quite a baseline. Okay, I don't know if you can see the numbers, but it's about the average is about 1,000 visits 1,000 page views per month.
All right, so now moving on to the John McDowell Awards. Like I said, this was one of the most popular videos from last year. And so we're now going to announce the winners of this year's edition. As you know, we have two categories, Category A and Category B. So we'll start with Category A. And these awards are for research projects written by individual teachers or by student teachers, so future teachers. And the first prize, which is a registration fee to attend a language or culture course in the UK, and the travel expenses, goes to Cristina Aroca for her research project, The Importance of Written Corrective Feedback to Improve Students' Writing Skills in English as a Foreign Language. And basically, this project analyzes the types of errors most frequently targeted by English language teachers and shows that learners prioritize one type of written corrective feedback, being direct, in contrast to teachers who prefer a combination of the three types of corrective feedback. So congratulations, Christina. We hope you enjoy your prize and we hope you enjoy your course as well. So still in category A, but this time the runner-up, who gets a €200 coupon to be spent on resources or materials for the school at Coming Libreria Inglesa, goes to Antonia Cladera for the project Fostering English Medium Instruction in VET and Science. And this project by Tonia reports on a pilot CLIL teacher education set of actions carried out in a VET and secondary school in Barcelona. So again, congrats, Tonia. Tonia has presented before with us, and so we're very happy that she's this year's winner or runner-up for the Category A John McDowell Awards. So congrats to both winners. And now moving on to Category B prizes. We'll start with the runner-up this time. The runner-up gets a €300 coupon to be spent on resources or materials for the school. And this time, the winner is Susana Gomez from the University of Valladolid, who has done a project called Writing and Sharing Personal Stories as an Engaging Tool for L2 Practice and Life Skills Development. And this has been a joint project, you'll see, with a lot of people. This has been done jointly with University of Sofia in Bulgaria, Duca School in Greece, the Pestalozzi Fröbel House Primary School in Berlin, in Germany, and also two associations, one called Kulturring in Berlin, in Germany, and I hope I get my Lithuanian right this time, Kūrybinės Jungtis. I was checking out how to pronounce this. I hope I said it right. From Lithuania. So Susanna and all the collaborators, congratulations for this really interesting project, which actually can be implemented in several subjects, but it's particularly stimulating and engaging for CLIL programs and for L2 learning, because the core activity of this project is to interview older people and work on personal photo stories about a historical event or a historical period. So congratulations, Susanna, for this prize. We hope you enjoy it. Susanna will also be a speaker at this year's APAC convention, so we're really looking forward to having her again. Okay, so last but not least, we wanted to announce the first winner for the Category B, which goes to a school or class group and their teachers. And this year, the first prize winner gets €1,200 coupon to be spent on resources or materials for the school. And the prize goes to Ignacio Fernandez and his fourth grade students from Institución Igualada for the project My Favorite Animal, a Unit Design. And this project aims to benefit fourth class students learning science by having the principles of a learning-centered approach as a reference and using CLIL methodology and applying it through the CAPA model. So we wanted to congratulate all the winners and all the people who participated, and we want to encourage everyone to continue participating in future editions of the John McDowell Awards. So if you'd like to find out more about this award, you can go to our website. Okay, so if you'd like to participate in the John McDowell Awards and maybe be next year's winners, you can go to our website, and if you click on the section Awards and APAC Awards, you'll be able to read the instructions and all the requirements and submit your projects, and maybe you'll be the winner next year. And you'll also be able to watch the videos that winners from previous editions have made, describing their projects and what they did to win. So we definitely encourage you to participate. This is a really juicy prize, and yeah, we're really looking forward to your proposals.
Right, so we're moving on, and we're going to talk very, very briefly about our upcoming projects. And basically, this year, considering not looking at the numbers from previous years and considering how tired everyone is in spring, we have decided to go straight from the convention to the summer courses. And we are also working on our autumn workshops, Communicate, Innovate, and Create, as in previous years. And as we mentioned before, we will also be working on the new Ace the Opus course once the department decides how the Opus are actually meant to be. And moving on to this year's convention, which is what you wanted to listen to, and rather than all the blah, blah, blah we've been doing so far, we're going to start with an overview of the pre-recorded sessions. We're going to try to make it very clear. There's 3 types of sessions this year. We're going to talk about each one of them separately, not to confuse everybody. So the pre-recorded sessions will consist of, well, this is one of them, the welcome session that you are looking at now. So you're already working on your convention hours. Good for you. And then you can watch something a bit more exciting, which is the opening talk that Jamie Keddy is delivering this year, which is about developing teacher talk, which is something we are taught to fear and look down upon, but it's actually very useful and it's very necessary for our students. You can also watch, as Usoa mentioned, the video summary with all the, and this is really nice because it's the winners who presented and the kids involved who presented. You can find out more about the projects and the context in which they were carried out. And finally, this year, we went all overboard and we have 6 capsules for you. So there's a bit of everything. There's some more researchy ones. There's some more practical ones. So hopefully there's going to be something for everyone to become inspired by.
Okay, so like Angels mentioned, there's 3 types of sessions. The first type is the pre-recorded sessions, and the second type is the online sessions, which are live, but just online. These sessions are going to take place on Thursday and Friday afternoon, evening, basically from 4 to 8:30, more or less. And you'll have a break in between. We'll have a short toilet break. And so on Thursday, we'll start with the opening session by Caterina Sugrañas and Montserrat Prat. This will be a plenary, so we'll all be together in the same Zoom room. Then we'll have a set of workshops that you can choose from. And the workshops that you miss, you'll be able to watch after in your own time from home as a recorded video. So you don't miss any sessions. You attend one live and you can watch the rest on video. Then there'll be, like I said, a short break, and then another set of 4 workshops where you have to choose one and you can watch the other 3 in your own time. And last but not least, we have the closing plenary with Amanda McLaughlin, who's sponsored by Oxford University Press. And she'll be talking about feedback. So a really interesting session just to finish up the first day, which is Thursday, the 2nd of February. And then on Friday, we'll have basically the same scheme. We'll start with a plenary session by Chris Kunz from Anglia Examinations England. So we'll all be together again in the same Zoom room. Then we'll have a short break and we'll be taken to different Zooms. You'll all have the link on the website. We'll tell you about this in a minute. And you'll have 4 workshops to choose from. Then again, a short break and 4 other workshops to choose from. And last but not least, the closing plenary, again by Jamie Keddy. And this will be the end of the online sessions on Friday. So we'll have the pre-recorded sessions, which you can watch in your free time as you're doing now already. Then the live sessions online on Thursday and Friday. And then last but not least, what makes us the happiest
Yes.
on Saturday. Yay!
Exactly. So on Saturday, we try to stay calm, and we have only planned things for the morning, so you can survive after 2 afternoons of sessions. We'll be starting at 8:30. We're going to do the registration, so you just come in, we'll give you your badge, say hi, blah blah blah, and then at 9 we start the first session. So 9 to 9:50 we'll have Alex Warren, who we're going to make. He's coming from the UK to enjoy again the visits to Barcelona, and he's sponsored by National Geographic Learning, and he'll be presenting to everybody. So that's going to be our plenary session to start the day on a good foot. Then we have at 10 we'll have the first line of workshops. And as in the workshops on Thursday and Friday, we have workshops for primary, secondary, adult education, and more open to everybody. Okay, so hopefully everybody will have the chance to find something interesting and relevant for the teaching practice. It is very important to say that the face-to-face sessions are like life itself. It only happens once, so if you don't see it, you miss it. We're not going to be recording the live sessions because it would be absolutely bonkers. And I think it's better if we all enjoy it without any screens, without any glass in between. Okay, so it's going to be itty gritty bit of life in these sessions. So we'll have the first round of workshops, our wonderful breakfast break, which we were all missing very much, where we can actually see each other and talk for a bit, or try to talk for a bit to people. We hear that the breakfast is very nice. We haven't tasted any breakfast for the past 5 years, but it's okay. And then after that wonderful breakfast you're going to be enjoying, there's going to be the second round of workshops, which again, well, there's a bit of catering to everybody. And there's some dancing included on Saturday, so please come in comfortable clothes. And finally, at 1, we'll have the fantastic closing session by Rachel Paling, who we had some years ago, and we were looking forward to inviting again. So we're very happy to be hosting her, sponsored by APAC in this case. And we'll have our world famous wrap up session with all the mean questions.
Yes, obviously.
You cannot miss it, yeah, because Uswa is super mean. And she'll prepare some very difficult questions to make you feel like your students feel every day in class, probably. Okay, so going to more like practical information. You can access all the sessions as in previous years through the convention website. When you see this, you will have already had the link. So that's it. You just have to follow there. And as in previous years, there's going to be a public section which everybody can see. So feel free to share that, share the link with all of your colleagues and family, friends, and people you meet on the bus on the way to work. And there's going to be the private section a bit below. So we want everybody to look at the public section, get to know the partners, all our wonderful partners this year. And then you can, if you scroll down from that, you will find the session videos. So there's 3 parts, as we were saying before. So this is the live session refers only to the online live sessions. So the ones also described just now. And the capsules, which are the 6 capsules we mentioned in the beginning, which are only available so this area is only available to registered users. So only for people who have registered to the convention using the email address and the password that we have shared with you. Please don't circulate this. This is a very small association. We don't charge a lot, but we do need the pennies that we can get. So sometimes we have a lot more people than are registered in the sessions. So it's a bit rude, so don't do that. And finally, we have the recorded sessions, which are the online sessions. We will record those. We will edit them a bit and then post them for you. All the sessions, the public ones, the recorded ones, all of these give you points. I give you points, points actually, points for the certification. So as you are watching, we will make this grid available to you, and you can use it. It's the APAC bingo. So you can just circle as you watch to keep track of how many hours you can certify. Actually, we cannot certify more than 20 because that's how the department works. So, I mean, you can watch all of them. We'll be very happy if you watch all of them 5 times each, but we can only certify up to 20. So, we hope you find this handy to just keep track of what you're doing. And after every session, you can answer the little survey with a bit of information. Please remember, we need your name and ID if you want to certify. Otherwise, you can just give us feedback, and that is very welcome as well.
So in terms of the pre-convention sessions, sorry, let's go back a
Oh,
second.
sorry.
In terms of the pre-convention sessions, you have 5 hours in total, which you can watch in your own time. Then Thursday and Friday, you can watch up to 4.5 hours, or attend 4.5 hours live, and then watch the rest of workshops that you miss again in your own time. And for Saturday, because it's face-to-face, you can certify up to 5 hours because there's no rerun, there's no replay for Saturday. So if you watch and attend all of this, you'll already have 19 hours certified. So you only need to watch 1 extra hour, 1 extra session in your own free time, which is actually amazing. So we hope everybody finds something for them. There's a lot of variety, like Angels mentioned. So we're actually very happy to be able to offer such a wide range of talks.
Okay, thank you.
And so the last thing, but not less important, is the giveaways. As last year, we're hosting 2 giveaways again this year. The first one is on Instagram, and you can win a book of your choice from one of our convention speakers or one of our partners. We put 2 examples here, but you can choose any that you like. And what do you have to do to win? Well, it's very simple. Next slide, please.
There we go.
So first of all, you have to follow us on Instagram if you aren't doing so yet. And you need to leave a comment saying which of the sessions that you attended or that you watch you found the most useful and the most interesting, and why. Basically, you can leave as many comments as you like, and you have until February 19th at midnight, because this is the deadline to watch the videos of the sessions that you didn't attend to get certified. Okay, so February 19th is both the deadline to watch the videos and the deadline to participate on this giveaway. And the winner will be announced on APAC social media, on Instagram and Twitter. So stay tuned. And finally, the last giveaway will take place face-to-face during the wrap-up session on Saturday, the 4th. And you can win 2 things here. You can win 1 year of APAC membership and again, a book of your choice. Basically, what you have to do is come and join us in the wrap-up session on February 4th at 2 p.m. after Rachel Paling's closing plenary. And you'll participate in this Kahoot that we've prepared for you. Angels was saying that I'm a very mean person. This is not a mean Kahoot. This is just a very fun Kahoot. We have a lot of fun preparing the questions and actually hosting the experience. Let's just say and so this will be fun EFL related questions. And if you're fast and smart and quick, you can be the winner of these 2 prizes at the same time. So don't miss this opportunity to be a winner again. And so basically, this is it from us. Like Angel said, we're a bunch of volunteers actually, doing a lot of extra time in our own free time. All our families are APACers, our friends, our children. Everyone is on board doing whatever they can. And so we really appreciate it if you could spread the word, talk about us, hopefully positively, join us in our trainings, be part of our association, volunteer your ideas, and basically just join us in whatever we do. And hopefully you can enjoy yourselves as much as we do.
Especially, I mean, just tell everybody, there's a lot of people who don't know the association. So all the teachers in your school, share things, pester them, and make sure that they join APAC, or at least they come and enjoy the sessions as well with us. Okay, so please do stay in touch. We really, really appreciate it, and we love. Sometimes it takes a while to reply, but we love all the messages and all the feedback, all the input that you share with us, and you have been sharing with us through the years.
And if
So
you post about the convention, please do use the hashtag APACELT23 so we can identify your posts, we can read them, and we can enjoy them as well.
okay, so that's it. Welcome to the convention. We are so very happy we're going to get to see you in person, and that's great. And it's also great to see you online. I mean, don't get me wrong, but it's also nice to have the opportunity to have a bit of both. And we've tried to accommodate all your input from previous trainings. So as you can see, we have tried to maintain something that is manageable and that it kind of fits around your work-life schedule. So we hope you enjoy. We hope you are inspired and that you get a boost in your teaching as we do when we prepare and as we do when we participate. So I don't know. I think
We're
we can
looking
say
forward to seeing you on Thursday, Friday, and especially Saturday.
exactly. So bye bye and see you very soon. Bye.
Bye.